We continue our podcast here on Beyond Game Day, and today we're speaking all things Pink Day. Of course, it's the most iconic day in sports in South Africa. If you don't know what it is, it's cricket, of course. It was hosted at the Wonders, all in the aim of raising money for breast cancer. And this year around, we're speaking to, Jono Leaf-Wright, who's the CEO at DP World, and also the Lions. Sally McLagan Hospital is what you're raising funds for this year. But before we get to the Pink Day aspect of it, let's speak about that stadium, Wonders. Iconic, beautiful stadium. A lot of people, when I said to them, you know, Wonders hosted rugby before. And they said, what are you talking about? Everything from rugby, former state president Madiba in one of his last public appearances, and also the first American black president in Barack Obama.
Yeah, such an iconic stadium. I think if you speak to anyone globally about cricket in South Africa, they'll speak about the DP World Wonders as the most iconic stadium in the country. As we know, it's the only Tier 1 stadium in Africa, in fact, due to its size and its ability to host, and certainly something we're really proud of. It's in the heart of the city. It sits in the golden triangle of retail in Africa that links Sandton, Rosebank, and Melrose Arch. So certainly we're proud, we're excited, and certainly if we look back and look at what that stadium has hosted, from as you say, Barack Obama's speech, to appearances, to the Davis Cup tennis, to rugby, it really has an incredible history. And the 438 cricket match, of course, some incredible test matches, and more recently concerts, as we've multi-purposed the stadium into be not just a cricket stadium, but actually a stadium that cricket's played in. And if we look at the history of it and where we're going, it really is an exciting stadium with some incredible memories that's in the hearts and the minds of many South Africans and international people.
Yeah, the 438 cricket match. In fact, I was in Australia when that match happened. We were watching early hours in the morning there. And when we went to bed, I think a colleague of mine said, no, we're getting clapped here. Then a couple of hours woke up and then, geez, what a game it was. That must have taken that stadium and South African cricket as a whole to another level. I mean, I still have that little medal that you guys gave out to us on that day. It catapulted us. Yes, we've always known we've been a good team since we came back from readmission. But that ODI team and fittingly, at the Wonders, the home of cricket in South Africa.
Yeah, and it was just so jam-packed, sold out. I mean, as you say, some people even left at the interval thinking, this is a white wash and Australia going to smash us here. But then they ended up coming back a couple of hours later because South Africa were clawing back in games of smashing it. But certainly, what an incredible day. And that certainly is still probably the greatest one-day match of all time globally ever. And certainly it did profile us on the world stage, which is certainly something that we're excited about. And if you remember, there were 3 Centurions in that game. Riley Rousseau got 100. Sorry, not Riley. Hirsch got 100. I mean, Makaya at the end there
should have got 100. I'm sure he always says he had 100.
I was thinking when Riley, when the Centurions and that, and AB and Hash, that was actually the big 438 Pink Day, in fact, when the Proteas got that big score in 2015 against West Indies. When AB got that super quick 100. So that's what I was thinking of those guys. But yeah, just so many innings, so many matches, so many occasions where we get to celebrate being proudly South African.
Yeah. And also it shows, coming off now the SA20s season 4 that just ended a couple of days ago, the people come to these stadiums. They fill it up. It's always chock-a-block. And obviously the offerings that the Wonders gives them that make it easy for somebody saying, I'm going to the stadium. I'm going to take my kids. I'm going to take, obviously not the brides. There are bride areas, but we're going to have a lovely day of as long as it takes, as long as there's cricket out there, weather permitting, of course.
We even have mothers and fathers that trust us so much that they come pregnant right up until the final moment. And I'm going to quickly refer back to the last Pink Day, 22nd December 2024, South Africa versus Pakistan. We're in fact going to bring our Bullring son to this Pink Day, Umpele.
Yeah.
And he's coming. He's just turned 1. He was born at the Wonders on Pink Day in 2024. So, just an incredible place. We've tried to drive a sense within the stadium of safety, a sense where families can come out and enjoy, a sense where people can come and just enjoy the experience from the moment they park to get into the stadium and leave the stadium. We've really tried to elevate the fan experience from every aspect of the offering. And I certainly believe we've achieved that. We've elevated the bars, the kiosks, the food outlets, the toilets, the everything about the stadium in so many ways has been uplifted. And as you know, we've just had brand new lights put up now a couple of weeks ago, well, in fact, back end of last year, in build up to World Cup 2027. So really the stadium's in a great place. It's looking good. People often come and say, wow, The Deep World Wanderers continues to get better and better every time they visit it. Obviously, we're never perfect. Yeah. Obviously, as an organization and as a host venue, we're always looking at ways to improve the fan experience. We're always looking at ways to do things better. That's a constant reflection that we go through as a stadium and as an organization, but certainly we're in a good place. And I think if you look at the growth and the progression of that stadium from where it was years ago to where it is now, you can't even compare. Yeah, it's a place that we're really proud of.
The financial viability as a business as well must make sense. That's why if you offer the fans, worth their time, they'll come in, and that's what, it's a quid pro quo. They have a good time, they pay the money, and you're able to offer that long term for whatever reasons, for whenever they need to come and want to come, and you want them there.
Yeah, absolutely. But as you know, we no longer are just a cricket stadium. We're a stadium that cricket's played in. We host concerts now. We've got permanent tenants that utilize that stadium on a daily basis. It really is a living, working, breathing stadium.
Yeah.
5-6 years ago, there were 60 people that used that stadium on a daily basis, of which 80% were staff members. Today, you've got a car wash, you've got a sports shop, you've got a Wanderers Sports Medical Center, you've got a BRM retail outlet, you've got multiple facilities, you've got a yoga studio, you've got the Edge upstairs where people can cold plunge and sauna, answer some emails, have a coffee and go to work. It really is a place that people love to come to. And now you're sitting with, as I say, about 1,400 people that use that stadium daily in the heart of Johannesburg, which we're so proud of. We've got partners that are involved, incredible partners that have stayed with us and invested in us, making sure that we can continue to develop the game of cricket in our communities and our clubs and our schools that really feed the pipeline of our domestic program, both in the men's and women's. Our blind cricket programs increased. Our deaf cricket programs increased.
Yeah.
So everything about Deep World Lions and our entire pipeline and the Telecom Talent Acceleration Program has really flourished over the last couple of years.
Yeah,
and we're really excited.
Yeah, the blind and deaf cricket team. We've had a couple of the athletes here on the ENCA and having a chat with them, and it's just outstanding that they get to use the facilities as would be. They just, I think the saying is they're just differently enabled instead of disabled.
Absolutely.
So it's something of a yardstick that DP World Wanderers is setting out for the rest of the franchises to take on board.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're actually just launching a blind cricket league at the start of February, and the sort of curtain raiser to that league is going to be the Deep World Lions taking on the Titans. As you know, we're reigning champions at the moment, the Deep World Lions blind team and the Deep World Lions deaf team, which we're so proud of. But if you look at the administrators, if you look at the coaches, if you look at the people that are involved in those systems, they're just so passionate about what they do. They absolutely love what they do. And they really are just differently abled.
Yeah.
I mean, we did a whole awareness and inclusivity piece where our staff, where they educated us about blind cricket and playing it, et cetera, and then our staff took them on, and we blindfolded ourselves, and I think they scored about 500, and we couldn't even get to 50. They absolutely smashed us. But it just shows you what incredible athletes they are and what an inspiration they are.
This weekend, 31st, the Windies are in town. We're looking to obviously clap them and get a victory in the pink day. Of course, I think that Pakistan lost. I still can't get over it. But anyway, it is what it is. This sports. Doug Lewis came to the fore last time round, hoping for clear skies and obviously positive results. But at the end of the day, it's not about the results, is it? It's about the aim. The aim is to cancer awareness.
Yeah, absolutely. If you look at many journalists tell me that there's 3 iconic sporting events on the South African sporting calendar. 1 is the Nedbank Golf Challenge. 2 is the Durban July, and 3 is Pink Day at the Deep World Wanderers. And to be within those sporting events on the South African sporting calendar is something really special and something we really hold dear to our heart. And this year is the 15th Pink Day. As you know, the first one was day 3 of a Protea Australia test match that then evolved into ODI cricket, and that was 13 ODIs, the last one being Pakistan at the back end of 24. And now we find ourselves in the first ever pink T20 match against the West Indies. And if you cast your mind back, as I say, the last time we played the West Indies was 2015, as I spoke about a bit earlier. And AB's Quick 100, what an amazing match that was, again, at a packed and sold-out Deep World Wanderers Stadium. So it really is a purpose-driven occasion. It really is about South Africans holding hands to create breast cancer awareness. We know early detection saves lives. The beneficiary is the Charlotte McLagan Academic Hospital in Johannesburg. And if you look at that breast care unit, and if you look at the work that was done by that hospital before Pink Day to where that breast care unit is now, it's brighter, it's more colorful. There's tea and coffee when patients come in and travel from afar to come and have a checkup or a mammogram or whatever they need to do. So we really try to create an environment that is more equitable and more inclusive and makes that patient feel better. And certainly we've done that. The research is amazing. We've invested quite a lot, and that's all through the donations we get. That's all through the built-in ticket price money that we put in there. And this year is no different. There's some big donations coming up this year. I've seen some of the numbers. I can't tell you now. We're going to announce it on Pink Day, but there's some incredible donations from corporate South Africa. And certainly to have a Deep World Wonders on Saturday sold out again, completely sold out, and everyone wearing pink and shouting for South Africa is going to be truly special.
I was just about to go there. In fact, South Africans are always a giving nation. You know, with all our problems on particular days when it matters, they would like to come through and say, yes, I might not have been able to get there because Jono said he sold out tickets 2 weeks in advance. What does a Tabiso do if he's sitting at home, watch it on telly, but would also like to contribute to the good work that the Deep World Wonders and yourselves are doing, Jono?
Yeah, they can email us at lions.co.za, and we'll obviously connect them with the banking details and all of the relevant things that we need to for the Pink Day Fund, where they can donate into. Obviously, it is a PBO, and they can be issued Section 18As, etc., as per the SARS requirements and what's needed. So obviously, there could be some tax benefit for them. But certainly, we encourage that. We've already got some incredible donations by ordinary South Africans. And as we always say to them, no matter how big or small, a donation goes a long way to saving a life. And certainly, as I alluded to on the ENCA news bulletin a bit earlier, where I was on the sports show there, one of the emails we received recently was someone was sitting at Pink Day, and amongst their friends, they said, let's go this week and have a checkup. And they did. And in fact, the one woman had breast cancer. But because they picked it up so early, she's living today and a mother to her young children, whereas that may have been very different had they not. So certainly it's about creating awareness. It's about making sure that men and women get the checkups they need and making sure that we can continue to detect early and save more lives.
Yeah, Jono Leaf-Wright from DP World Wonders, and also Lions CEO. Thank you very much indeed for joining us here beyond game day, and hopefully, obviously, hoping for a successful Pink Day coming on 31st against the West Indies, and South Africa does the business. And also, as you heard, if you want to make contributions, please do go ahead. It is for a good cause for the Charlotte McLagan Hospital.